overall with the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey had 21, Andre Drummond with a double-double, 14 and 13, Kelly Oubre,
Yes, indeed.
12 points, had the game-winning shot, and Justin Edwards went crazy off the bench with 22 off 8
He
of 9
did.
shoot. Now, that was last night. We ain't worried about last night no more, Kaj. We worried about tonight, nigga. No bullshit. What happened tonight, Amari? You already know because he already said it. 131-95 final by the Boston Celtics. They kicked the Memphis Grizzlies' ass tonight. And again, like Amari said, without Mr. Morant, shout out to T, shout out to Ja, and shout out to Zach Edey. He ain't play either. But you know what? Them boys got it done, Kaj. Them boys got it done. They got it done. You already know, bro. You already know. Telling you, bro. Telling you. Let's get to these stats. Amari, man, before we get into these stats, bro. Woo! Just looking at that score, doesn't it put a smile on your face, bro? No, but hold on. Let me see if I can fix the mic. Let me see if I think low key your shit might be fucked up. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it on my end. Hold on, I got you. All right, there you go. Try now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We good.
Awesome. Yeah. So, you look at tonight's game, man, it's just no chucking up threes, no bullshit, no dumb shit. And we was here tonight and we came in and we dominated, man. We dominated, dog. The bigs were doing great. Kata was playing well. Garza was getting his. Like, oh, man, this was just, I don't care if no John Morant and no Zach Edey was there. I don't really give a fuck. This is a good sign for this team. And, this is good motivation going forward. Absolutely.
Absolutely. No, I tell you, man. And again, after this game, they have 3 days off until Sunday when they play the Clippers. So it's a much needed 3-day rest. The first time they get a 3-day rest this year, and it was well needed after a night like tonight. But again, 131-95 final. Let's get to the stats. And, on this channel and even on Bay State Media, we start with the losers first. So you know who we started with? We started with the Memphis Grizzlies first.
The Grizz.
And I'm gonna tell you, first nigga that's gonna get some heat tonight, Mr. KCP, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. I'm about to drop that nigga for fantasy. So no points tonight, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and the nigga got hurt. Kentavious Caldwell Pope, I'm sorry because I fuck with you, and no bullshit. I've been a fan for ever since that you came into the league. Even when you had the ankle monitor on on during the game, nigga, I was a fan when you was on the Lakers. But my nigga, I gotta get you the fuck out of the team, Kaj. No bullshit.
Yeah, see you later, Kaj.
No bullshit. I'm telling you. But regardless of KCP, I know he had an off night. Jaren Jackson Jr. was Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight in terms of scoring. He had 18 points, but he only grabbed 2 boards.
Yeah.
And he had a steal and a block. So, the defensive presence was there. The rebounding, though, the Celtics took over on that. We'll get to those. We'll get to that when we get to the C's. But he shot 7 of 15 also. Jock Lando, 11 points off 5 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Vince Williams, that's why exactly. Vince Williams, 12 points, 4-12 shooting. Not a great night shooting-wise for him. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And then off the bench, a lot of the bench guys ended up playing a lot more with with a close to 40-point beatdown. Cedric Howard, he's having a strong rookie year. He finished with 12 points off 3 of 12 shooting, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And then Santi Aldama, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. He had extended minutes again because of the blowout. But enough with the fucking Grizzlies, nigga. Enough with the goddamn Grizzlies. Let's get to these Boston Celtics, guys.
You already know.
You already know. Well, Jaylen Brown did not lead the team in points tonight. And quite frankly, this is a night where, 1, he didn't have to, and 2, somebody else is going to get crazy if it was a 30-point beatdown. And that individual was Mr. Peyton Pritchard. Who would have thought? 24 points off 8 of 15 shooting, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Hell of a game for him. And quite frankly, with Peyton Pritchard starting against a team like this is what he should do. It's not, this is a no-brainer for him. This is he should dominate a team like this without John Morant. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Peyton Pritchard. Derek White with 20 as well off 6 of 11 shooting, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Back to JB, 19 points off 8 of 16 shooting, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Neemias Queta, 13 points, 8 rebounds, almost a double-double. He shot 100% from the field. Luka Garza off the bench with 14 points off 6 of 8 shooting, 7 rebounds, and an assist. Anthony Simons had a quiet night, only 6 points off 2 of 10 shooting, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. So overall, hey, the young guys stepped up too. The veterans stepped up. Jordan Walsh in the starting role had 7 points and 6 rebounds. Sam Hauser is having a dreadful last few games shooting. He still ended up with 5 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a block. Josh Minot, excuse me, coming off the bench tonight. Obviously, Jordan Walsh took his place. He still had 9 points off 8 shooting, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And lastly, Baylor Shireman actually had 6 points tonight. Along, Chris Boucher had 2 points, and Ron Harper Jr. had 6 points. So hey, the bench guys got to play a lot more, and hey, they got to score when they had the score. Now, when it comes to this game today, also Amari, in terms of the Grizzlies, before we get to the actually, quite frankly, let's focus on the Grizzlies real quick.
Yeah, talk to me.
Is Ja Morant, excuse me, Chad. Is Ja Morant about to be out of there, bro? Because I ain't gonna hold you. It seems like it. Soon enough.
Oh yeah. He's done. He's done. After KD was talking shit to T Morant on, I don't know if you saw that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then his father was laughing about it. I was like, yeah, that doesn't look like a good situation at all, whatsoever.
No bullshit.
And
and I tell you, T Morant, that's one nigga right there that he don't give a fuck. So if a nigga tell him that, you know it's serious, bro.
Yeah.
and him not shying away from that, that's how you know it's serious, bro.
Yep. And his dad was laughing, joking it up, bantering KD. So, I mean, you look at this game tonight, out rebounded them, more assists, shot 41% from 3 as a team collectively. That's really good. And, even though, they had more steals, we had more blocks. We were protecting the rim tonight. Kada was looking like a fucking monster out there on defense, bro. Just hassling anything that came into the paint. And these are the types of games the Celtics can build off of to build confidence against better teams. Yes, this is a depleted Grizzlies team, but you look at this win tonight. We even had one more turnover than they did. But the difference between those turnovers was we had more points off turnovers. And that was huge, being able to capitalize off points off turnovers. So points in the paint, we beat them in points in the paint. Our largest lead was 38. That's the largest lead tonight. 38 points, man. That, and you love to see it. Like you said, a couple guys got a lot of minutes. And, even though Josh Minot didn't really show up in the score sheet tonight, I thought Josh Minot impacted the game defensively and helped defense and a lot of other ways on ball that it didn't show up in the stat sheet. And, it'll probably show up, in later points in the season, and he'll be able to translate that defensive effort into offensive effort. But you look at Derek White, he had a good all-around game tonight, two steals, 1 block, like you said, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Great game from him tonight. And Peyton Pritchard woke up somehow, some way. And, Simons wasn't really there in the scoring aspect, but lately, Simons hasn't really been rebounding or passing the ball, setting guys up due to the fact that his scoring volume has gone up. So you look at Simons, and he had 4 rebounds and 7 assists, and that's a good start. And if he can add a 20-point game into the mix with 4 rebounds and 7 assists, I mean, shoot, bro. We're looking at this team, and, we were having these concerns last podcast. And like I said before, Luka Garza, he needed more minutes, man. He got those minutes. And he made the most of those minutes with 14.7 rebounds, and 1 assist. So you look at Luka Garza, and like I said to you before, I wish it would be Simons, White, Brown, Garza, and Kada. But, hey, man, I'll take this tonight, a 30-plus point blowout tonight. And you look at this Celtics team, and you ask yourself, can this team do this night in, night out with no injuries? No injuries right now. And we hope we can keep up this level of play, because Tatum is slated to come back in April, which is crazy as fuck. I don't think he should. I would rather him just sit out the whole season, get another off season in, because he didn't really have an off season with the Celtics, because just due to the fact that he obviously had an Achilles injury, so he wasn't able to do the same activities even if he was in the building.
Right.
So you look at the situation and you say, hey, man, this has been the dominant game swinging the ball that we hoped we could swing. And, you gave more guys some minutes tonight. Shireman with 12, Boucher with 13, Garza with 17 minutes. Those guys, and Hauser with 23 minutes, rotating those minutes. And Hugo Gonzalez with 8, thank God, Thank God he was okay after, we saw last game. He was able to play tonight. Thank God that, that injury didn't hinder him tonight. but obviously he was a little bit on a tiny bit of a minutes restriction.
Mhm.
Um, but Xavier Tillman still no minutes tonight. Not to say that that's concerning, but Ron Harper Jr. got minutes tonight with 4 minutes.
Okay.
So spreading the minutes around kept this team fresh through this game, and going into the next game, this is going to be a fresh Celtics team due to the fact that the minutes were spread around. So you love to
Yeah.
see it, man. And Jay
Love
Walsh, my boy,
Hell yeah. Hell
my
yeah.
boy
And I
Jay
and I
Walsh.
and I tell you, man, putting Jordan Walsh in the starting lineup, you know, as much as Minot has been doing well, you do have some nights where, he'll either get into foul trouble or sometimes he's just outmatched. I think now more than ever, I think Jordan Walsh has to consistently get minutes. Because mind you, it's year 3. He's still a young guy. He's only 21. He came into the league when he was 19. He came after his freshman year at Arkansas. So it's like, this is a kid that needs to continue to develop. I know the
Right.
last couple years he's been in Maine developing, and he's
Yep.
done well. And also, even when he's gone into the games the last couple years in
Hmm.
garbage time, most of the times there's Celtics wins, few Celtics losses. You feel me? In garbage time.
Right.
But this is a kid that while he's out there, he's making impact plays. You just hope that he would want to try to at least find his shot more, be a little more aggressive on the offensive end. But you
Hmm.
can't go wrong with him, trying to find the open guy, looking for guys to pass it off. Like at the rate he's at right now, if you at least continue to give him a chance, I think this kid within the next couple months, you're gonna look back to him finally starting to get minutes, and it's like, okay, yeah, this kid has grown. This kid is starting
Yep.
to grow more, and I think he just needs to continue getting the opportunity. If I were Joe Mazzulla, I low key would stick to Jordan Walsh in the starting rotation. I would, because again, it's not you're this is a team like we've talked about that again. You don't have Jason Tatum, so you can play with these lineups a lot, but
Right.
with a guy like him and his athleticism, hey, keep him in there. And if you do want to mismatch, him and Minot on certain nights, certain guys starting, whether it's him starting one night, Minot starting one night, okay, cool. But this guy should see extended minutes. This
Right.
guy has to see the minutes. In order for him to get better as a player with this team and the guys around him, this guy has to see minutes.
Yeah,
Truthfully.
absolutely.
He
Absolutely.
has
No doubt about it. No doubt
so
about it.
and quite frankly, coming with this matchup on Sunday against the Clippers, naturally the Clippers this year, defense wise,
Yep.
is literally night and day from last year. I don't know what's going on really on the defensive end. It
Hmm.
seems like either guys are lazy, I don't know. I really don't know. But there's still no slouch of a team on the offensive end. You still got to worry about Hall of Famer James Harden. You still got to
Absolutely.
worry about Ivica Zubac. You still got to worry about Derek Jones, the high flyer, and he also
Hmm.
played defense. So there's guys to still worry about. You don't have to worry about Bradley Beal no more. He's out for the year. So
Yep.
this is still a team that is going to come in here Sunday and going to try to whoop some ass.
They
Respectfully, they're
are.
going to try. Now, if you can at least limit them on defense, cool, you can. But that just also shows you that with the how they're doing on defense this year, you
Yep.
got to take advantage of open shots and you got to take advantage of trying to go to the basket. If you can get Zubac in foul trouble, even Brook Lopez when he's out there in foul trouble, hey, that's going to give you an advantage. But if you're just going to settle for threes, nigga, shit, then what the fuck are you doing? You're playing to lose. Real shit. Go to
Yep.
the basket. You
Yep. You
feel me?
have to. You have
You
to.
have to. You have to. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to say, Amari, even for Sunday's game against the Clippers, right? Shout out to
Hmm.
Miles though in the chat. I'm gonna show him some love. Shout out to Miles Feely. Yes, sir.
Miles, what up, my
Yes, sir.
dog?
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Good
you
to see
tuning
you,
in,
big
bro.
dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We gotta go drink a couple beers with that nigga soon,
We're
bro.
gonna
I've
have
been
to. We're gonna have to. No bullshit.
absolutely.
Yo,
I
you
miss
heard him,
that
Miles.
dude.
No bullshit. No, what we got
I
to.
gotta come drink some beers with you soon, Miles, bro. It's been a
Type
minute.
shit. Type shit. But yeah, Amari. When it comes to the Clippers, even with James Harden,
Yep.
what do the Celtics have to do in order to take James Harden out of the game? Because I'm not going to say it's easy to take him out of the game. You're just praying for a bad shooting night, but how can they stop him early in order to not make him have the impact that he usually does on a night when he's hot?
If James Harden, see the thing about James Harden is, he's a tiny bit of a shell of himself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say an eggshell, but a turtle shell, if
Right.
that makes sense.
Mm.
And you look at it this way, right? Like he can go out and have 40. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Like he can go out and have 40. If
Mm,
everyone else does nothing and he just pick and rolls with Zubac and you get 40 and 10 and 8 from Harden and you get 20 10 and 5 from or 20 10 and 3 from Zubac, like I can live with that. Like
right.
James Harden's a pick and roll monster. There's just
Mm,
certain things you're not going to be able to stop when it comes to James Harden, and he can find other guys on the court. But
right.
it's you see this Clippers team, and I'm not sure if Kawhi is playing because you never know with him, dude. Like
That is true too. Yeah.
you just never know. But if Kawhi is out there, Jaylen Brown's gonna have his hands full, man. And
Yeah.
I think that Jaylen Brown's gonna have to take a backseat offensively if Kawhi Leonard is out there, and Derek White's gonna have to take a backseat offensively if both of them are out there as well, because those two guys are what's gonna be the switchability when it comes to Harden and Kawhi Leonard. So I think Zubac is going to be a fucking problem. I'm not even going to lie to you because Zubac has the last 2 seasons. If you look, he's lost weight. So
Mm,
he looks different. He's lighter. He's more skilled. And he can put the ball on the floor a tiny bit and get to where he wants to do to get himself in the post. So I
right.
think him learning that, and you know what probably did that for him too defensively was Nikola Jokic and beasting him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think Zubac really learned from that. And you saw it throughout the playoffs, though. Like he was consistently playing well and more well each game. And I think that, that's somebody I wish was on the Celtics because we could use his ability to get up and down the floor at his
Definitely.
size, his
Definitely.
strength at the center positions. You see Garza, he looks a little gassed sometimes. That's why he gets sat.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that's more of a conditioning thing. But Zubac he's a big body, conditioned well, can run up and down the floor, can give you 25 plus minutes a night, he can give you 20 and 10 if he needs to,
Hmm.
genuinely. And he don't even got to shoot jump shots to do that. He's not even shooting jump shots. And he can
Absolutely.
still give you 15 to 20 to 10 rebounds a night too,
Yep.
as well on top of that. So I think that if Harden and Zubac go to work, that's cool. But if Kawhi Leonard is in the mix for this game, like you really start to ask yourself, as a Celtics fan, like, okay, is this a game where we come back down to earth a little bit,
Right.
even though we gain some confidence? But in the grand scheme of things, if we do play well, you want to see Brown lock this man up. You want to see Brown do his due diligence on Leonard. You want to see White and Simons and Pritchard take turns on Harden switching, you know what I mean, on screens, anything, hedge screens, deny him the ball when he's off the ball, because most of the time he's going to have the ball in his hands. But when he's off the ball, Harden doesn't know how to move well. He doesn't like to cut to the basket. He doesn't like to take easy layups. He's going to do that with the ball in his hands. So what you got to do is you really got to force the ball out of Harden's hands. If you can force it into DJJ's hands and you can force it into either Zubac's hands or somebody else, that's a role player, even Chris Dunn.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah.
even if
Even Chris Dunn. Yep.
you can force it into his hands too. I think that this Celtics team could definitely win this game if they play their cards right defensively and no chucking up threes against this team because they rebound so well, dude. They rebound so well.
They
And
do.
all five of their positions rebound so well, no matter what bench or starter. So, the Celtics team is gonna have to work a lot on the glass. The glass has been the biggest struggle for this team this year so far due
Hmm.
to the lack of size. So, if they can fight on the boards and win this game on the boards, the Celtics win this game coming up Sunday.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree to say I agree as well. I couldn't even say that. My fault, Chad.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get that out of my mouth. Pause.
Getting excited
Um,
already.
no bullshit, right? I know.
Yep.
Honestly, I tell you, man. No, and Amari said it best. Like, if Kawhi Leonard is out there, JB is going to have his work cut out for him. He is. I mean, and also when it comes to Kawhi's defense, he takes guys out the game. So
Yep.
if the Celtics want to win, it's going to have to be a night where guys like Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and even Anthony Simons, when he gets his opportunity off the bench, he's going to have to go crazy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Anthony, like, if truthfully, if Anthony Simons can get his first 30-point game against a team like the Clippers,
Hmm.
and their second unit, or even with guys like James Harden covering him or Chris Dunn, that's going to show a lot. Because right now, I mean, with this win tonight, the Celtics are now 6 wins and 7 losses. I'm not doing the bullshit, and I know Miles is watching. No, we're not doing none of this tonight. But you can get the gist. They're 6 and 7.
Yep.
You feel me? Can they get the 500? Nigga, I hope. Shit,
Yeah.
we need that. We haven't been 500 in what, a week? No, but no, I'm
Yeah.
just playing.
Yep.
But
Yep.
it seems like forever that since we've been 500. No bullshit. And now it's just been
Absolutely.
win loss, a couple losses and a win. Like, come on, like we gotta start getting rolling. No bullshit.
Yep.
I ain't hearing this game
Absolutely.
after nothing, nigga. I just broke. By the way, chat, my nigga Leon Poe just got broken, nigga. I bumped into the shit. Leon Poe broke. God damn it, nigga.
Oh,
Bad
damn.
luck, nigga. But you see Brady and Seymour still up there, cuz. Brady
Yes,
and Seymour
indeed.
still living life, bro. You feel
Yes,
me?
indeed.
But with that being said, let's see what happens Sunday. Again,
Yep.
Celtics take on the Clippers at the Garden. We don't got to worry about Patriots football on Sunday
Nope.
because they playing fucking tomorrow, nigga. And with
I
that
can't
being
wait.
said, let's get into some Patriots talk real quick before we get the fuck up out of here. Mr. Scott, I got some
Yeah.
news for you. I got some news for you about the injury report. So,
Okay, talk to me.
Christian Ellis is out. Who else? Christian Ellis is out.
Okay.
Keyshawn Booty is out.
Oh,
Yeah. Austin Hooper is out.
Oh, I have him on fantasy. Fuck.
And last but not least, Mr. Ramondre Stevenson is out. So you know what that means.
Travion. Legacy
Nigga,
game?
it's Travion Henderson time Thursday night, guys.
Travion Henderson legacy game. Yo, you love to see it.
Legacy game. And I will say, chat, Mike Vrabel in his press conference today, he said, and quote unquote, this is what he said. He said, we expect Travion to have a big load during the game. And he didn't even say pause during that. So, wow.
Yeah.
But that's from the coach. That's not for me. That's not for me. If I was Mike Vrabel, I would have said pause right there. But
absolutely.
He's talking about a big load. How many, damn. You got to chill. Mike, chill, guys.
Chill, Mike.
Chill with that, bro. But with that being said, about when it comes to Travion Henderson, and you mentioned legacy game, how many? What you think his stat line about to be?
So I'm looking at a little bit of stats here from Fantasy Pros. Shout out Fantasy Pros chat. If you guys don't know about analytics, this is the best way to go look at some analytics. They got yards beyond contact, yards per attempt, yards beyond contact per attempt, yards attempted per contact, yards attempted per attempt for contact, tackle for a loss yards, all that stuff for running backs. So I'm looking at this stuff right now, and I'm looking at it overall. And we're looking at the yards before contact per attempt right now. And this is a little staggering to me considering there is not a single Patriots name in the top 18. But then you look at it, and Travion Henderson is actually tied for 19th with Rico. And the two names, he's tied with Rico Dowdle and DeAndre Swift, who have had amazing seasons. Bro, this man, Travion Henderson, has played 10 games this season, chat, right? He's played 10 games. He's had the least amount of attempts in the top 20 or the top 19 when it's come to at least this number here in terms of the yards before contact. He's 19th. And the kid's only played fucking 10 games, and he's barely gotten any snaps. And in terms of the starters that are in here, you got guys like Derrick Henry, who's in here. He's right below him. He's right below James Cook. He's right below Aaron Jones. He's right below Tank Bigsby, Rico Dowdle, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's right below these guys. And you look at that, and before he gets contacted, Travion Henderson's getting 3 yards a carry. So he's gaining 3 yards from scrimmage before contact. He's killing it, considering we know this offensive line isn't the greatest. Because Drake May currently, so far this year, if you look at the advanced QB stats right now for Drake May, right now, he's been sacked the second most in the NFL. And that is a real fucking testament to what Drake May is doing.
Exactly.
It really is. I don't think people understand how huge that is. And he's been knocked down. It's funny because this is how I know he's been getting the ball out in terms of knockdowns, bro. Right now, he is. I'm sorry, I just scrolled out the wrong thing here. He's hovering around 10 right now in terms of knockdowns, which is also another testament right now to what he's doing. He's currently tied for right now. Drake May is currently tied for 14th with Bo Nix. So he's hovering around that 10 range, which is another testament how quickly he's getting the ball out. And, you look at these numbers too. He's been blitzed the 5th most in the league right now. And the fact that he's putting up 70% completion percentage against a defense that doesn't fucking scare me, dude. I'm sorry. This
Right.
defense does not scare me. The Jets don't fucking scare me. No more Quinnen Williams. No more Sauce Gardner. No more Michael Carter. It's time. It's time for, the Patriots right now. You should put up 50. I don't care.
No,
Right?
they definitely should. With the offense they got this year, especially. Now we know about the last couple of years where they basically had nothing. This is a
Mm-hmm.
year now that we haven't seen a 50-point game from them yet. And quite
Nope.
frankly, Thursday night, we've had a bunch of shitty games on Thursday night. Let's have the Patriots should change that. At least for one good Thursday night football game. Nigga, throw 50 on them, bro. Throw
Mm-hmm.
50. Let the floodgates open, honestly. Because again, this is a team that's a Jets defense, especially. They don't have their stars anymore, like Amari mentioned. And quite frankly, the team is 2-8. They ain't
Yep.
going anywhere. Offensively, either. It's there's you got to worry about Brees Hall, but other than that, Justin Fields with this offense right now, he's kind of shown that he ain't it. So if you can at least limit him offensively and just score, limit him defensively and score offensively as much as they can. If Drake May can finally get his first 300-yard game and Trajan Henderson can go crazy, hopefully another long run in the tank. I tell you, man, like you have to. And with the rivalry uniforms this week, you got to, bro. You really do. Like if you end up losing, God forbid they do, that's a bad loss. That's a real bad loss. No cap. There's no way in hell you should lose to this team, especially how they are right now. No bullshit.
Absolutely. And this Patriots defense is fourth right now in average sacks with 3.3.
Mm-hmm.
You look at this team, like you just said, the offense, you took the words right out of my mouth when it comes to that offense. And the Patriots right now, in terms of points allowed, the Patriots are top three, 17.6. In terms of overall fantasy points for all my fantasy darlings out there,
Mm-hmm.
the Pats are fourth with averaging 7.7. And you know how big defense is sometimes in fantasy leagues. So this is a Pats team that is really, really figuring it out. And you look at the interception numbers too. The Pats aren't really there in terms of the most.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of guys at 8.9, 8, or excuse me, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. The Pats are at 0.7, tied with the Ravens, the Jaguars, the Broncos, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Las Vegas Raiders in terms of average receptions with 0.7. So this is obviously an elite defense with all the other teams that I just named. If you're up there with the Broncos, I mean, PS2 hasn't been there, so maybe that number might have dipped. But then you look at this objectively, and this is a Patriots defense that has come out there and dominate. Haven't really seen a running quarterback all year though,
Right.
other
Yeah.
than Josh Allen. So you
Yeah.
kind of look, you hope. I mean, forget hope. You better stop Justin Fields on the ground because there's
Mm-hmm.
no way he should be able to win with his legs during this whole entire game. So you look at that objectively and you hope that this is a team that actually figures it out and in terms of the Jets eventually, but it's the Jets, dude. I mean, they haven't figured shit out since Mark Sanchez. So
Absolutely.
you hope and you pray, but
Mm-hmm.
just for out of the kindness of your heart, if you're a football fan, you hope and you pray they figure it out. But Justin Fields goes to another situation where he hasn't been compensated correctly, and same thing in Pittsburgh and same thing in Chicago. So, I'm not sure Justin Fields is going to be there longer. They're going to probably find a way to trade him or do something, either whether it's for a pick or for another player. So, you look at this from a Patriots standpoint, if you're a Patriots fan, and this should be a 30-point blowout. I don't see it any other way. And if it goes any other way, Vegas called.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And shout out. No, honestly, 100%. Shout out to Rhino Pill in the chat. He's supporting the Pats. What up, Rhino Pill? Yes, sir. He said facts. If facts that go hard, he was talking about the Pats. He did also ask, you think the Pats have a chance of winning? I'm gonna tell you right now, my boy, nigga, we shouldn't lose. We shouldn't lose this one. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All these other games, the NFL's the NFL. All these teams, all these players are good enough to play in the league. All these guys are otherworldly athletes that are in the league, and they should be in the league. Now, when it
Absolutely.
comes to this team right here, real shit, their upper management isn't in. I'm going to tell you
Yep.
that. They're failing a lot of these guys. Now, are these guys still going to go out there and try to at least do something? You know what I'm saying? Try to win a game? Now, they will. But with the roster they have right this second, especially defensively, without
Yep.
Sauce Gardner and without Quinnen Williams, the Pats are should be able to run all over them. Run,
They should.
And when I say run all over them, I mean give the ball to fucking Ramondre Stevenson, give the ball to Dearness Johnson while he's in
Mhm.
there. running up like that. But when you got a guy like Drake May, I mean, hey, nigga, just throw that shit up in the air. No bullshit. Matt Collins will be somewhere. Stephon Diggs will be.
Yeah, yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Stephon Diggs. You know, he'll do his drag routes. He'll do slants. You might see him go for a little fade route and whatnot. You know, throw it to those guys. Even Hunter Henry too. Jamario
Right.
Douglas. Nigga, I tell you, man. If one of those guys are covered, somebody's gonna be open. And let alone
Absolutely.
Travion Henderson coming out the backfield. So I tell
All
you,
day.
all day. So these Jets have a rude awakening coming for him. And quite frankly, hey, Mike Vrabel's gonna want to put one on these Jets. You know, he's a patriot for life. So you already know what the fuck we're talking about. So
Yeah.
you already know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He also did ask, do you think the Pats do you think they have a shot at winning the Super Bowl? Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Word. Do I think they have a shot at winning the Super Bowl? As of right now, they have a legitimate shot. They do. I mean, at 8-2 right now, you just have to continue to get through the season, rack up some more wins. Quite frankly, you should, with this schedule right now, you have a better shot of going undefeated the rest of the way, because a lot of these teams right now that you're playing are, you know, not healthy, or the teams just aren't it this year, coaching wise or whatever. So they have a shot of winning, you know, going undefeated. Now, do I think they'll make the Super Bowl? I'm not gonna commit to it yet, only because we still haven't seen how the season's going to play out. We're still halfway through the year.
Right.
But also, you can never forget about Amari's Chiefs. I got to say it because it's Patrick Mahomes. You can't count that nigga out. Real shit. Just like you couldn't count out Brady.
I can't agree with you with that, because our defense is just absolute garbage.
Well, you think they can at least make somewhat of a run to get into the playoffs at least?
Bro, the only way I see us winning anything is if, like, it's an inexperienced enough team like the Colts or like the Pats that we have to face. But dude, like, losing to the Bills, I get it, bro. The Bills have beat us who knows how many years in the regular season. We don't give a fuck because we've had them in the playoffs. But like, bro, this is concerning. Our defense is concerning. I'm not gonna sit here because, you know what? Bro, I don't see why the Pats couldn't go to the Super Bowl. And let me tell you why. This is the year for they have the coaching. They have the head coach, bro. They have Josh McDaniels, bro. They got the QB. The running game is looking crazy right now. You just beat the Bills and the Buccaneers. Like, you're on cloud nine. You come into this game with the Jets, build more confidence, put up 40. Like, going into these games, I don't see why they couldn't win. And like, the only team probably in the Patriots' actual way right now, because we're not going to see you guys in the regular season this year. So the only way you could see us is in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And if the Patriots build enough momentum, bro, they're going to spank us, dog. Like our defense can't stop a guy like Drake May, bro. We couldn't stop Trevor Lawrence. We couldn't stop Josh Allen. We couldn't stop Justin Herbert. Drake May is playing like the best quarterback in football besides Daniel Jones right now. And I love, like I said, I love my team, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be stupid. Like, our defense, Brian Cook is trash. Jalen Watson is fucking trash. Like, our run defense is great, but like, we're getting smoked in the past, bro. And like, you can't win like that in the playoffs at all, getting smoked in the pass. And this is a Patriots team that can legitimately smoke you in the past because of Josh McDaniels, who has already gone up against the Chiefs before. He's gone up against Patrick Mahomes before. He's drawn up against Patrick Mahomes before. And this defense, he's drawn up against a better defense than the Chiefs have now when they went up against us in the playoffs in 2018. Tom Brady's the only quarterback other than Joe Burrow to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, and Jalen Hurts. Those are the only three guys. And you got to think about how many games this man has played in the playoffs.
No, exactly
That's
right.
And Drake May might be added to that list. And genuinely, I think the Colts, listen, they're scary, and the offense is very scary, and the defense, they're playing so well. But we have to see what this team does when they elevate themselves in the playoffs. If the Colts somehow elevate the play that they're at in the playoffs, oh, it's clips for everybody in the AFC.
Yeah.
It's literally just clips. Like, and the only thing saving the Broncos right now is their defense. Like, in the fourth quarter heroics. And that in the fourth quarter heroics, having a defense is going to translate to the playoffs. And if Bo Nix can figure out how to play, not Bo Nix, but if they can figure out collectively offensively how to play together more in the first half and play way better in the first half, I think the Broncos and the Pats are definitely two front runners to beat the rest of the teams in this gauntlet. Like, as much as I love the Colts, and like I said before on a lot of pods, like, I'm all for Daniel Jones for MVP. I'm all for Jonathan Taylor for MVP. I'm all for Drake May for MVP. But like, what this Colts team is doing is by far and none the biggest surprise. No one saw this Colts team doing that, especially with no one saw Daniel Jones being at the helm.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody saw Anthony Richardson, and then when Anthony Richardson hit the bed, it was like, oh, time to put in Daniel Jones, and no one had expectations for him. But I came out and said, I'm like, Daniel Jones is coming to start for this team. You guys better be in for a ride because the Colts will make the playoffs. And my take is looking aging very well. And the Denver Broncos winning the division, our division, the AFC West, is aging very fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
So you just look at these teams as a whole, and the Pats. If this is a year they're gonna go to the Super Bowl right now, and they want to reach the Super Bowl since Tom Brady was here, oh, this is definitely the year where the Colts are somewhat vulnerable. The Chiefs are vulnerable. The Bills are vulnerable. They just lost to the Dolphins. And, the Broncos offensively are vulnerable, even though they haven't gone up against the Broncos yet. If the Patriots can continue this level of play throughout the playoffs and they have to see these teams, there's zero telling what they can do. And to be honest with you, I do think they have a chance to make the Super Bowl, to answer his question. If you want my final answer, I think they do have a chance to make the Super Bowl. They have a higher chance than most. And you look at this NFC right now where it's wide open. I mean, you just saw this Eagles and Packers game. It was a shit fest. If you guys go watch it on Bay State Media here, it was a shit fest. We called it the NFL shit fest recap. It was that bad. So, you look at those two teams and, it makes you wonder, it makes you think, you know, who's really the front runner this year? And honestly, out of the NFC, I got the Rams, dude.
I got the Rams too. I do. I do. I do. And quite frankly, it would kind of be filling for the Pats and the Rams to match up a third time.
That would be crazy, dog.
And it'll be even crazier because the first two times Brady was involved, but now it's just a complete new era. Now, when it comes to this matchup, if it gets there, it's Brady's successor versus Matt Stafford, the guy who replaced Jared Goff the last time that the Rams got to the Super Bowl. So it'll be funny. It's like, oh shit, here's another Patriots Rams Super Bowl with guys who replaced the guys that were in the last Super Bowl. It's kind of funny.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Funny. But I tell you, man, no, the Pats, they did legitimately do have a shot. At least for me, we got to continue to see how the season plays out. But like Amari said, the AFC right now, truthfully, is wide open, and the Pats are right there in the lead. Truthfully, it's them and the Colts right now. And you could throw in the Broncos, like Amari said, because of their defense. But offense-wise, because offense got to score points.
Yeah,
it's really the Pats and the Colts right now. It's really if Drake May continue to be Drake May, and Daniel Jones and even Jonathan Taylor can continue going crazy, especially Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, that's probably the AFC Championship matchup right there. If we had to look at it right now.
Yeah, we need Travion Henderson to turn up like JT for real.
We do. Hopefully he can. He should be able to do it tomorrow night. And quite frankly, if he don't, it's not the end of the world. But it's like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Nigga. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Can't do nothing. Come on, guys.
Give him a little. You gotta give him a little leeway. He's young,
Yeah, I know.
But that game against the Bucks though, that's the expectation though. That's bro.
The expectation now, nigga. That nigga arrived. That's the expectation now.
He might have set himself up for success or set himself up for failure because you just balled out against one of the best teams in the league, bro. You better do this against. You better have 200. Like JT just had 244 yards, bro. At least you better get 150 again against the Jets. Come on.
No bullshit. You got you. Honestly, at this point, you got to. It's the Jets. You feel me? It's the Jets. They're depleted. They're done for, nigga. Who knows? They might. Yep. And I don't want to shit on Aaron Glenn. But who knows? He might be another one looking for another job next year. We never know what the Jets organization. We never know what Woody Johnson's thinking. No.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that too because I'm like I hope they stick with bro because no way he could be the scapegoat.
I do.
He had them looking good in the beginning of the season, man.
No, he did. Especially after
week one.
Especially after the first game against Pittsburgh. I was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, at least it's something. You might not win a whole lot of games, but at the start of the year, I'm like, they could probably win at least 6 games. Now, unless they pull out a miracle out of their ass, the second half of the year. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, there ain't shit, there ain't shit they might be able to do.
No bullshit. Last question from Rhino Pill before we get out of here. He actually also wants to know, what should I bet on if I were to gamble?
The Pats game, I'm assuming Rhino Pill will probably answer that, but if it's the Pats game, I guess I'll give you a couple props that I probably like. Um, I definitely like Drake May 2+ passing touchdowns. If
Okay.
you
Yep. Yep.
and honestly, if you go two passing, you could even go one passing and one anytime. He might run one in. To be honest,
It's
he
been a
might.
minute. Yeah, you're right. You're
It's
right.
been a minute, and it's against the Jets defense that's depleted. No Quinn and Williams. You got a bunch of scrubs in there right now. No Sauce Gardner, no Michael Carter. Like, honestly, he might go three total, and he might run one in.
Hmm.
So I don't know if there's a three total prop on DraftKings or anything like that, but I definitely would take probably Travion Henderson anytime touchdown scorer. I would take Drake May 250 plus yards. I would take Drake May. Completions, I'd probably go over 20. If you do over under, I'd probably go over 20. If your prop is over 25, I still would take that. Just take a risk for the odds. You may as well. You're going up against the Jets. What are you going to lose? I hope you don't
Right.
put 100. I hope you don't put $100 on bets
Yeah.
because I
Don't
don't
put a
do
hundred.
that shit.
Don't do that. Don't do
I'm like a five and done type of guy. Like
no bullshit.
yeah, like I'll
No
put
bullshit. I'm
five.
between $1 and $5. That's the cue.
Yeah,
If I feel frisky, I might do 10, but 100, nigga, you're wilding, nigga. Unless you a millionaire.
yeah.
No
If
bullshit.
I'll only go 10 if it's like lesser legs with like higher odds a little bit and it's like, it's like attainable. I'll
Right. Right.
probably
Right.
do 10, but like that's rare that I do that. So if you're just gonna throw $5 on a multi-pick parlay, yeah, take Drake May 250 plus yards, take Drake May anytime touchdown scorer, take Travion Henderson anytime touchdown scorer. Um Honestly, I'd go under Justin Fields, under 0.5 for touchdowns. No
Okay. Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. That's reasonable. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I would because you didn't say any defensive injuries other than Christian Ellis, so it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Other than
know
Chris Jones right now. Yeah. Yeah. That's about it.
right now the depth chart looks good. As far as injury report, pay attention to that though. That is a
Mhm.
big thing. Those of you out there that bet, pay attention to the injury report, dog, and pay
Indeed.
attention to the matchups because that's how you fuck yourself. And just donate
Indeed.
$5 for real.
Indeed.
So
Indeed.
but Christian Ellis, I feel like obviously that's a big out, but it's against the Jets. It would be against if it was like against the Chiefs and the Broncos, it'd be like, oh shit, that's a big loss for the
Right.
game. But we're not worried about Justin Fields right now. I hope obviously Justin Fields don't light us up. That's my obviously a little bit of a different pick. Oh, also, if they have, I probably would go over 0.5 interceptions for
Oh yeah.
sure on
Yeah.
Justin Fields for sure with this
Yeah.
defense. Gonzo might get one. Carlton Davis might get one. Rob Spillane might get one. I would go over
Even
zero and a
Hawkins.
half.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, even
Yeah. He ain't
Hawkins
got
like
nobody to throw to. No bullshit. No
over
bullshit.
0.5. And then if you're going the Vegas way and you think the Jets might do something, I would take Justin Fields anytime touchdown scorer. I would take Justin Fields 50 plus rushing yards. I would probably take Brees Hall 100 plus rushing and receiving. If that's probably a safe bet because Brees Hall is a monster.
Hmm.
And then if I were to go Garrett Wilson because Gonzo is playing,
Oh no,
I
he's
would.
out. He's out. He's out.
Oh,
He's
Gonzo's
out.
out.
Yeah, he's out. He's out.
Oh shit. Okay, I might go over Garrett Wilson over 50 yards if you feeling frisky, just because
No, no, Darren
Gonzo's
Wilson's
out.
out. Darren Wilson's out. He's out the
Oh,
game.
Wilson's out.
Yeah, Wilson's out. Yeah, not
Okay.
Gonzo.
Never
Not
mind,
Gonzo.
Trevor.
My
My
fault.
fault. My fault, Chad. I
No,
thought it
you
was
good.
Gonzo. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'd be in trouble. Nah, we wouldn't really
Oh,
be in trouble, but we'd be tight.
never mind. I would
Yeah.
go if you taking the under, take the under on Justin Fields. All anything under, like
Anything
no
right now,
bullshit.
in facts. That's what I'm saying. He ain't got nobody to
Anything,
throw to. He ain't got nobody. It's tough. It's tough.
anything, chat,
No bullshit.
anything. And then I probably would go if you're going like a little bit of a Sunday type of action. I kind of like Patty Mahomes this week. Um, they're going up against the Broncos, dog, but I have an odd feeling if PS2 doesn't play, it's gonna be a different type of game if PS2 doesn't play for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Even though they might send the house a lot on a lot of these drives on Patty Mahomes, I would take Rasheed Rice over 60 plus. I would
Hmm.
take Xavier Worthy over 40 plus. I'd probably take Travis Kelsey over 25 plus. So he might spread the ball around a little bit. If you want to go rushing yards, I'd probably take Hunt or Pacheco over 40. This might be a game where the Chiefs might have to come out and play. Like you said, you
Hmm.
know, If you can't count them out, this is going to be a game off a bye week. They got some rest. Xavier Worthy's been injured. He got an extra week of rest. He might be fully healed now at this point. With
Right.
that extra week of rest, he might be fully healed. So, I would take those props. Those are some good props for you guys. That's what I'm feeling personally. I'm thinking about inputting those when it comes to Thursday night, real quick. So for the
Hell yeah.
Pats, and then before Sunday, that game, eyeing that game, and I'm looking at, I'm hoping my guy Patty Mahomes gets it done, and I'd take 200 plus passing yards too. So
Hell yeah.
for
Hell yeah.
sure.
Nah, I'm telling you, tomorrow night should be a good game for the Pats. Sunday is definitely going to be a big game. So, you got if you're watching this right now, Chad, if you watch later, you better make sure you're tuned in for Chiefs Broncos on Sunday because that right there that's going to be a big game.
Yep.
You got the otherworldly Patrick Mahomes against that Broncos defense. Oh man, it might be a movie. It might be
Yep.
really be a movie. If all goes well, could be a movie. No
Yeah,
bullshit.
Rasheed Rice, anytime touchdown scorer too, chat.
Hell
He's
yeah.
been balling. I'd probably take him anytime touchdown scorer. Also, too, if you go on money lines, we'll have those out for you coming up this week. We got some picks. I gotta fucking update the table so I can show you guys what we've been doing lately. We've been doing weekly picks. Me and Nero been neck and neck lately. That's just been crazy.
No bullshit.
We've been neck and neck
Crazy.
lately. That's just been nuts.
Crazy.
But we looking to get you guys involved on that stuff, and also, we're always in Discord streaming Red Zone Live on Sundays, every single Sunday from 12:30 to fucking 7:45. We stream Red Zone 7 hours for you guys. You guys can come in and watch football with us. Talk to us. You can talk to Nero. You can talk to me. You can talk to Ben. You can talk to Spoked. I almost said a name that shall not be named by accident. And you can come talk to us and come get at us every single Sunday in the Discord. And we like to watch football. We like to talk to you guys. We like to talk shit. You're an Eagles fan, you're a Chiefs fan, a Pats fan, a Ravens fan, no matter what, you come in and talk some shit. You can talk to Angelo, a couple of other guys. So we hope to see you guys pulling up, talking to WHHS as well. What the hell is happening in sports? Shout out for having us on, for sure.
Yeah, you already
You
know.
know,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, chat. You already know the vibes, man. But I tell you, man, yeah, we about to be out of here, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Pats don't win tomorrow. Fuck, because I tell you, man, this is a game that they shouldn't lose.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, it's Thursday night, but I tell you, man, hey, this is another one that they got to get. Hopefully, they can make it 8 straight. I tell you, man, it's been a wonderful year so far, let alone magical. But I tell you, man, the Pats are hot, and I tell you, if you're with them, you're with them. If you weren't with them at the start, nigga, you wasn't with them at all. So stop. All right?
Absolutely.
That's all I got to say. But yeah, chat, you'll catch us tomorrow for the recap of Jets Patriots Thursday night. You can catch it on Prime if you have Prime, or you can watch it in the Bay State Media in the Discord because Amari will have it for you. Niggas
Yes,
will be in
indeed.
there. So if you ain't got it, you can watch it in there. But also, if you watch regular TV, most likely they'll have it on regular TV too, because that's what in terms of Thursday night games, they'll put it for the Patriots. They'll put it on Channel 4 or something. So just watch the game and then tune in for the recap after. And quite frankly, let's get ready for as well another good weekend of football and some more basketball. But yeah, Chad,
Absolutely.
hell yeah, you already know. With that being said, Chad, this has been another edition of What the Hell is Happening in Sports. It's your boy, the one and only Nero. Shout out to my boy Amari Scott for being in here. Shout out to the Bay State Media as always. We look
Yes,
forward to
indeed.
talking to you soon, and you better watch that goddamn game and tune in tomorrow, nigga.
Yes, indeed.
You already know, Chad. All right, Chad. Y'all be easy, get some rest, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow night.
Yes, indeed.
Peace. Love as always, Chad. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.